everyone, Mckaiser Dragon here, and I would like to say thank you everyone for the subs. That's a new sub here, and yeah, I've been a little slow with the content because I've been grinding on Final Fantasy 14, but we do have a new video to talk about, so let's get into that. Alright, so we are here with our info. Of course, don't no hate, no rage, no complaining on and just endless complaining. We're here to discuss stuff, here to bring out new ideas, bring out new thought processes, and yeah, let's get into it. So this is episode 3 of the Gaming the Dragons discussion. We are talking, the video is about, once again, Job Strive Hades, and it's about balance in PvP, so that is our subject. Let me pull it up on the screen. Give me a second, I'm unprofessional. Okay, so there's the video. Yes, there you go. And I will just like to inject my own topics and dive in a little bit more deeper into the mindset. Don't mind me when I'm distracted. It has to be here, right? Easy, dude, easy. Give me a second. Alright. But yeah, go watch the video and we shall get started. Oh, come on, man. So it has to be 9, 5. What is this? What is this? No, what is this? 17. 22? I'll take it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, 20. Oh my god, I hate when I do that to myself. So this one was the best one. Alright, I gotta remember that. Looks like this might be the best one. Then I could have had 1,000. Here. And it cannot be there. It's not there. We're not here. So what's this? 1017. Okay, discussion. So it's about PvP. So alright, I don't forget to, explain what I think PvP should be like. I feel like I would play either way, like, fair balance, everyone has the same gear, everyone has the same this. Or I would play grind your own gear and then do PvP. But I went there to be more balanced in the skills themselves. And maybe even have maybe you have some skills in there that are not related to PvE. Or remove some skills. But to have, checks and balances, like, I'm playing warrior, so I know my weakness is mage, and my strength is, bowman or stuff. But having in such and give people tools to counter them, but also have it where, if I'm fighting a mage, I'm at a disadvantage. But if I learn how to avoid certain things or do certain things, then I can best the mage. But then the mage can do something can, learn something to best that what I just did, and it's kind of this back and forth, um, knowing, and that's where I think the skill needs to lie, is like knowing what to do in the situation to get the upper hand and win, rather than uh, trying to make the game so simple and so, well, it should be simple, but like making it, trying to make it fair for everyone, but make it fair for people that are experienced. Because bottom line, PvP is all about experience and the knowledge. And yeah, that's what I would like PvP for me to be. It's just, I'm good at these things, bad at those things. This is a bad matchup. This is a good matchup. What can I do to, make this bad matchup less bad for me? And make those ways, something you have to learn and look for, rather than, oh, just do this. Then it kind of becomes boring and plain. And then, spice it up once in a while. But yeah, back to the video. I'm going to talk and gloss over stuff, and I'll dive into other stuff. And I'm going to go here. Really? Alright, that's what I thought. Sorry. This is like a topic for me. I'm not like the best for PvP, but I am gonna try my best to explain why it's so hard that we struggle with PvP in general, and actually dive into other things. Ooh. So, PvP is very, very complicated. And PvP in an MMO can be even more complicated, and sometimes less complicated. But the fact of the matter is, people just want to win, and when you bring in, oh my god, I have to worry about copyright. When you bring in, people that are either just trying to do it for fun, or people that are trying to like get an easy win, or all this, or I would say finding new ways to win is nice. That is nice, but to other people, they're like, why are they doing that sometimes? And well, you see, it's hard to make PvP balanced, because in all honesty, I think PvP is not balanced, because there's always going to be something that's stronger than something else, and having something that's perfectly balanced means the gameplay is probably going to be, it can be fun for some people, but if we take a fighting game, if everyone punches and kicks are exactly the same, and the movesets are exactly the same, and it's all about spacing and super technical stuff, a lot of people are not going to find that fun. And there's a lot of back and forths that go on in PvP, like, if I do this, you can do that. And it's kind of like a game of rock, paper, scissors, but with a lot more pieces you can play with. And yes, it does feel bad to lose. And, we can get into like consistent losses. it does feel bad. And then people are like, oh, this guy's overpowered, or this guy's too weak. Why is he so weak? And there's a balance in which some things are strong and some things are weak. And some things are just mediocre. That's how it's going to be. And sadly, a lot of people will try to kill their opponent the fastest way or the most efficient way, which, means playing what's most broken in it. And no matter what, we're going to see that. So a small little example is, well, I have two examples. One is MapleStory and one is Path of Exile, and I'll go with Path of Exile first. They tried their hand in PvP. When they first did it, they're like, alright, it's gonna be in its own league. You're gonna have to level up and grind for your gear, and then you go PvP. And I was like, oh, cool, that sounds amazing. And people grinded for their gear, and then I don't think trading was available. I could be wrong, but the skills were. I don't think the skills were altered, or if they was, it wasn't that badly altered, and the skill tree was not altered. I don't think. And what happened was, because since PoE is a knowledge game, the people that knew more about the game and how things scaled and how to do massive amounts of damage without and being tanky, they did extremely well in PvP. And you'll go in PvP, you'll see your opponent, and you'll get one shot. And sometimes they'll be like, oh, I know this guy's weak, let's see what he can do. You can't do anything, and then they'll one shot you. And it was best of like 5, best of 7. It kind of depended on who won and lost, but that can feel pretty bad. And when it kind of puts in perspective, like, how much do you actually know about the game. And a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people that thought they knew a lot about the game didn't know anything about the game. And then as more time passed, PvP got even crazier, because they are just like, why am I trying to do more damage? I can just damage over time you to death in less than a second. And there's new things that pop up that's just like, oh, well, this will kill you faster, or this will kill you faster. And to a regular player, that does not feel good. You want a battle, not, oh, you're one shot, you're dead, GG. And you have to do that 5 times in a row. That's terrible. MapleStory tried to do PvP, and they have failed every single time, basically. I'll say one rendition they did was really fun. But for AoE, mages were best AoE. Warriors did poorly unless they got too close to you. Thieves, they did alright, but mages beat them because, AoE. Their AoE is just better. Bowmen can do okay, but if they get close to you, well, you can't shoot your arrows. And then, what is it? Pirates, they're kinda in the middle. I know it was a weird system. Like, they changed the skills. So there's multiple ways they can do things. Yep, here we go. And in all honesty, it's just hard to balance PvP. People are gonna complain no matter what. Trying to please every single person in PvP is not possible, just like trying to please everyone to play your game is also not really possible. We are the ones that want to play the game. He also talks about, skill-orientated PvP versus earn power, which I kind of talked about with Path of Exile, where you grind for your gear and then you do PvP. there are plenty of games where it's all skill based. You just go and do your PvP. And as you see, some do okay, others don't do so well, because when it's based on skill, that means you just need to play a lot of time. Kind of like fighting games. Some board games like chess. Tetris? No, Tetris not real fighting. Let me see. Let me think. I want to turn this down a little bit for you guys. Yeah, that's it's really hard because no, if that's all you're doing, you're gonna get exhausted after a while, and so that's kind of one reason I don't always like I said at one time I would love, I don't know if I said this in a video or not, but I would love skill-based PvP. But then it just, you know, whoever had the person with the most skill is it's not all the time, but usually is the one that spends the most time playing the game. And when you compare, you know, a casual that's like, oh, I'll play it 1 or 2 hours a day, versus someone that says, I'm gonna play it 12 hours every single day, guaranteed. The skill difference is massive, and you can kind of see that in chess. If a new player had to fight someone that played for a year, like, you would just get destroyed. Oh, what? Okay, good. That scared me. So I think to make a good PvP, you're just gonna have to have your own vision of what PvP is, and just tell the people this is what we want PvP to be, and try not to cater towards a certain style, and try to change it up. Okay, move back. I also feel like PvP can get stale. And, you know, change the meta. And don't favor one class. Always keep it switching. Am I dead? Okay, good. I'm not paying attention. But yeah. That hurt. Man, trying to make a video and do that is not good. 2000. Alright, I'm okay with that. We'll watch from afar. So, my question for you guys, since I don't know too much, is what do you guys like better? Do you like it when MMOs are, you know, everyone has the same gear, everyone has all the same, or has all their skills unlocked, and then you guys go at it? Or do you like to grind for your gears, and then, you know, kind of like what Josh said, bully the noobs, or bully people that didn't spend as much time as you did? So, everything we just talked about, there's one thing I didn't truly talk about, and that is the time and what happens when it's been so many years after that fighting game, or, you know, PvP in an MMO for many years. What transpires after that? And what transpires there is, you know, I'm not sure if this is for MMOs per se, but I'll say more for fighting games, is the mental games that happens, the mind games. So sure, things will change, but when you get to know the game that well, the only thing you lose to is stuff you either don't know or stuff you haven't seen yet, because there's always new things you can find out in a fighting game, or you know, people talk about delaying their moves or just doing something, I want to say quote unquote random, because they're always thinking, oh, this is the next possible best move he's gonna do. And if, in my mind, why would I always be doing the best possible move when you're predicting I'm gonna be doing the best possible move? I gotta do a move that you're not predicting. So there's a lot of mind games that go on, when the game's been out for many, many years. Yeah, and I think that kind of wraps it up. I probably had some other thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. It's a PvP in MMOs is in a hard spot. I would say the creators. Yeah, I would say not to be too harsh on them, on the creators of the game and whoever made PvP, because nothing's gonna be perfectly balanced. You know, Mage class just is long range, warrior class is close range. We all know who's gonna win, unless warrior class has something to jump to the mage. Then we all know who's gonna win. But then at the same time, who can outmaneuver? Does the mage have something to answer back? At the same time, they can't always just add things in. It's not that simple. And then they got like thousands of people yelling at them. It's crazy. And I tried my hand in PvP in certain games. The amount of work you gotta put in is not easy. And with, don't forget with YouTube and Twitch and all this other stuff, the knowledge can be passed around quite fast now. And people, they want to make a meta in, a week or two, and then they want to, they just want to optimize the fun out of PvP. That's also another issue. It's always trying to do what's best and always trying to do what's most efficient. It gets a little taxing after a while. And then, trying to have fun when someone's just trying to straight out kill you, well, it's not gonna happen unless you're just that good where you know your limits of what you can do and then do some fun. But PvP is a very, very complicated system. It's not for, the faint of hearts. It's something you have to just, you're gonna win, you're gonna lose. And when you're on top and a patch happens and then you're at the bottom, it can happen. And a lot of people don't like that because they had power and now that power is taken away from them, or everyone has been brought up to their power level, so now they have to find out how to win again. And a lot of people, like Josh said, just want to win, not really, have a fair, balanced fight. So, with that being said, I think that's it for now. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. I feel like one more thing to add. Each MMO should do their PvP in their own way. Find their own identity of doing PvP. Because if every PvP is the same, it could be boring. Why should I play that MMO when that MMO has the same exact PvP? So keep things interesting, keep things different. between MMOs. And I feel like a lot of MMOs have kind of done that, but at the same time, not everyone wants the PvP, so we also gotta keep that in mind. So yeah, tell me your thoughts, tell me your viewpoints on PvP, leave comments down below, and yeah, that should be it. Thanks for watching. I'm just gonna end it there. There was one point I kind of glazed over, but I kind of got in there. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you once again for subscribing. See you guys next time in the next dragon discussion. Bye.